Hey audience, what's up? I had intended to make this video a few days ago, but I got busy and distracted, and I'm making it now at midnight exactly. So today I'm going to be talking about a few different things. I'm going to be talking about relationships and things like that, and then just some news that I got today. So I feel like I've kind of reached this tipping point as far as relationships go, where, it's been like 2 years since I've had any kind of a relationship, and I'm at this point where I can either lean forward and then, move forward with my life and start trying to date people and possibly have negative experiences with that, possibly have positive experiences with that, but go into it being okay with not knowing and then just kind of seeing where it takes me. Or I can lean backwards and fall right back into the same rut that I've been in for 2 years. And I'm kind of reaching a point where I'm getting sick of being single, and I don't know if it's really that I'm sick of being single or if it's just that I'm maybe ready to think about not being purposely single. I don't really know. But recently, just like a week ago, my roommate introduced me to a friend of hers, and I thought we hit it off. She was cute, she was smart and funny, and we had a lot in common and whatever, so I was like, alright, sure, fine, whatever. And she was going to, I guess, come to a party that we were throwing at our apartment and bring me flowers, and that never happened. She wound up not being able to make it to the party, and then at that party my phone got dropped in a drink and it was completely dead. I have a new one, now I have a BlackBerry. So in that time of, going from her planning on coming to the party and bringing me flowers, it went in a week's time, maybe even less, from that to she's talking to her ex, and this is not good news for me, and it's just I should move on because this is not going to happen. And I spent maybe 10, 15 minutes feeling sorry for myself. All of this sucks, whatever, this is why I don't date, this is stupid. And then I kind of realized that I was just kind of spouting off things that I think you're supposed to say when something like that happens, because I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to feel, and I'm not really sure how I feel. And I think I'm afraid to really do any exploring to figure out how I feel. I'm afraid to put myself out there and try out the dating scene because I'm afraid of a lot of things. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of having more incredibly negative experiences because of letting myself be vulnerable to people. And these are all issues that I need to be working on, and the best way to confront letting myself be open with people and letting myself be vulnerable to people and letting myself be okay with rejection is making myself be open to that. I'm starting to try dating. I don't know. I don't even know how to go about trying to date. I don't hit on people. I'm not a move maker. I'm really not. I'm not smooth. I don't have game. I really don't. I'm too nerdy and shy and socially awkward to have any kind of game when it comes to dating. So I don't even know. I want to take that step and I want to move forward and I want to try, maybe, trying to find someone to date. Like, I'm not looking for a serious commitment. I'm not looking for someone to wind up marrying. I'm not even necessarily looking for a girlfriend. I just know that I have been stagnant and in this rut for too long, and I'm not going to move forward emotionally if I don't start making myself at least try. And it's going to be difficult. I know it's going to be difficult. I feel sometimes like I have the emotional maturity of a 4-year-old. I'm really emotionally distant. I have a very difficult time making real connections with people. And I'm really good at separating myself from the situation and looking at it rationally and logically and saying, this is what's going to happen. This is how I should feel. This is normal, blah, blah, blah. But as far as coming down to how do I actually feel about it, I've got no clue. I've got no clue how to figure that out. I have no clue. I don't know, I guess maybe I need to talk to Matt, figure out, see if he can teach me how to be in touch with my emotions. He had a vlog recently that he just posted about a half an hour ago, where he spent a good amount of time getting in touch with his feelings. I'll annotate it right there. I'll put a link right there to it. You should check out his vlog. It's pretty awesome. He updates more frequently than I do, so there'll be more entertainment from him than from me if you follow his vlog. So you should definitely do that. Yeah. Enough talking about relationships. That's depressing and overdone, frankly. But the other thing that I was going to talk about, and I hadn't originally planned to talk about this, but that's because it just happened today. David Blair, who's more popularly known as Blair, is a amazing poet, amazing person, best hug giver I've ever met, possibly. He passed away today. I don't know exactly what time. I don't know for sure how. I've heard that it might have been heat stroke and that foul play isn't suspected, but it came as a really big shock. I mean, he was supposed to perform this Friday, and I was kind of trying to finagle things and make a way to get down there, down to Detroit, this coming weekend, but it's not gonna work out, unfortunately. And I saw that and my jaw hit the floor, and I've been just speechless and totally distracted and out of it for a couple hours now, because I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to move forward. I mean, I've met him a handful of times. We were on a first name basis. We were on a hugging basis, obviously. He's one of the best huggers I've ever known. I can't say that I'm lucky enough to have been counted among his close friends. That would have been amazing, and I can't even imagine what his friends and family are going through if people like me who've met him only a handful of times are dealing with it this hard. It's horrible to sit here and think about it. And I went through, after I found out, I have videos that I took of the first performance that I saw of him. He performed at the DIA, the Detroit Institute of Arts, and he had just this presence. It was phenomenal. I mean, here's this big, burly black man with a gape in his teeth and a little tiny mohawk right here, and he's just going up there doing these poems that, I mean, I could never ever hope to write poetry as well as he does or did. And I don't even know. I want to do something to remember him, to do something in memory of him, do something to honor him, and I don't know what that is. Could write a poem about it, but I don't know how to write a poem about that. I don't know how to even start to write a poem about that. I don't know. Alright, well, before I sign off, I'm just going to ask you to take just a few seconds of silence in memory of David Blair and think of all of his friends and family and fans who are suffering such a huge loss today. Alright. Peace. I'll try and update these more often. Bye, YouTube.